It's Kamen Rider time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the S.H.Figuarts Masked Rider Black. It's been a while since I had a look at the Kamen Riders, and I came back to it because I found this guy pre-owned at a decent price. He looks pretty simple, but I like the design. So, let's have a look at it. Wow, I wasn't kidding when I said basic. This is one of the most basic Kamen Riders I've ever seen. He stands at about 14 centimeters to the top of his head, which means we're going up to 5.5, a little over 5.5, almost 5-6 inches tall. Overall look in detail over the figure, he's black. I mean, it's in the name. I love the Kamen Rider eyes, which they all did on the, well, they still do. S.H.Figuarts still does Kamen Rider. They don't do Power Rangers anymore, unfortunate. But anyway, I love how there's the molded detail on there, which is a little bit shiny, and they put the glass over it, more glass, see-through plastic. There is a little bit of a paint issue with the gray. It is nice and shiny though, but it has some bleeding from the black. The lines on the helmet, all throughout it, are very nicely done. This is molded on, not just painted on, and you have the antennas. One of them is a little bit warped. Just gotta heat that up later. And also the helmet is completely shiny compared to the rest of the figure, which has them muted tones. You got more lines in the chest area, the muscle work, and that's the only part where you really can see muscle work. But that's like one of the things. A lot of people, now with the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, excuse me if I go a little bit on a tangent, but now with the Lightning Collection, everybody is like, oh, the S.H.Figuarts Power Rangers all look like Stickman. That's how the characters look in the show, so I'm not gonna fault them for lack of muscle work in this, because I looked at the pictures and yeah, there is no muscle work. The only thing I could really deduct from the pictures is he should have a little bit more shiny shoulder pads and his pants. This looks the exact same like this. It's a little bit more textured. There's in the paint shop, and you have some wrinkles on the side, but it just looks kind of different. I don't really see the difference in the figure between the pants and the armor part when it's clearly noticeable on the character itself. That's just a little bit of backstory, a little bit of stuff I noticed when I looked at it. You have tons of this molded detail, which kind of looks like skin or whatever, which also has some dry brushing on it in some parts. There's not really that much on the shoulder joint, but there's a lot of it on the elbow, which looks cool. The joint itself is a little bit darker, so it does stand out a little bit, but not too much. There's more of this on the legs, on the thighs. Not really that much. They didn't really pull it up too much. And the same thing goes for the knees and down to the shoes with more red lines. I mean, the paint job is overall clean. There's not really that much to speak of. Have a look also at the belt. Has the same kind of effect like the eyes. There's some red under there, nicely detailed, and they put a just like clear plastic over it and have a nice metallic paint job for the belt and some more wrinkles in his crotch piece. And the one thing aesthetically, you've probably noticed, they did some wonky things with the shoulder joints. It does, you can pull it down and you can kind of cover it up, but if you're really doing some articulation, this peg is just maybe a little bit too long, but let's see if it actually does something with the articulation. Gonna start off with the head, which only wiggles. Doesn't really have much to offer. Goes all the way around though, but yeah, the head itself doesn't really do anything. That's why you have the neck, can bring that forward. Does go back a little bit, and then you tilt the head back. It's not really that great, but also tilt side to side. And I thought I broke this off, no. Phew. And rotates all the way around, actually. And then you have a big butterfly joint. You can bring that forward and to the back. And then you have the peg, ball peg in there, which rotates around. Shoulder itself goes up over 45 degrees with this weird combination, because there is a hinge in the shoulder itself. Simple, well, actually double hinge in the elbow. And then the fist is on another ball hinge, so you can bring that up and down all the way around. Chest area has some back and forth motion, side to side, and doesn't go all the way around, which is unfortunate. Then you got the legs, go forward. I see it's one of the leg joints which you can pull down. By the way, I think you can also, no, you can't really pull out the butterfly joint. I thought before that you could do that, But also, yeah, the shoulder joint, almost forgot about that, apologies, is actually on another ball hinge. You have a hinge that goes into a peg, into a ball, so it is connected, so you can bring that back and forth, really try to cover it up, which sometimes works, but it doesn't all the time, but you have some good options with it for pretty much a lot of articulation in a simple shoulder pad, so kudos to that. Back to the legs, pull it down, go up, and if you pull it down, you get some very nice kicking poses. Goes to the back, goes out to the side, has also rotation in it, and when you're done with that, you just tuck it back in and it looks natural. Double hinge knees with the knee pad on it, and the foot is on another ball hinge. Goes side to side very much, forward and to the back, and this also rotates. You can probably take this off if you want to, because it doesn't seem to be connected anywhere. Bare bones accessories. You got 2 chopping hands, 2 grabbing hands, 2 posing hands, and 2 holding hands to hold, well, nothing. He doesn't come with anything, doesn't have a sword. I don't think he has a sword in the show. I mean, I kind of looked up the character a little bit, but yeah, that's it. You're not gonna do a different helmet, you don't have energy effects. He does have his bicycle, which is sold separately, but that's on the box. There it is. The battle hopper. Can get that, but yeah, he doesn't. He's movable, he has molding, and he doesn't have a battle hopper. Buy that separately. Articulation 2.0, because I missed some stuff. I'm sorry, guys, I'm kind of having an off day today. I'm tired. So, you have bicep swivel over there. The chest area, it rotates up there, but it also rotates down there for the hips. That works. So you get some extra movement out of that. And he has a toe hinge. I don't know how I missed that, like seriously. I've been reviewing too many Figmas lately. They don't have toe hinges. It's been a while since I had S.H.Figuarts. So, right over into the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? As I said from the get-go, this one is pretty basic, but as such, it didn't really do anything wrong. It's a simple figure. They could have added maybe some more wrinkles. I mean, I looked at some pictures, and also the armor parts look a lot more leathery in the show, so, you know, yeah, like I'm saying, it's simple, but it's not bad. So I would recommend this guy at a reasonable price. I mean, I picked him up for like, I think 12 bucks. Of course, then you add shipping and customs, so he adds up more to 20 to 25 bucks. And at that price range, I'm still okay with it. But I probably wouldn't pay a lot more, because it's a cool figure, but there's not much to speak of. You don't have many accessories, and that's not a bad thing overall. Like I'm saying, the main thing is just what you see is what you get, and what you see is pretty good on my part. Good articulation, good look, and the paint job, everything is overall clean, so I cannot really complain about anything. So yeah, recommend it, but at a reasonable price. Don't go out and pay like 50, 60 bucks for that, because I don't think it's really worth it. Unless you're a huge fan of the character. I don't want to give you flack for that. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Kamen Rider, a masked rider, Black wants. Maybe some more fancy molding, I don't know.